friends, welcome to the next episode of App Guide. In this episode, we will be solving some important problems on profit and loss. I am suggesting you to watch the videos on each topic in sequence for better understanding. So, we will go straight away to the questions. 42nd question is, a trader has 50 kg of rice, a part of which he sells at 10% profit and the rest at 5% loss. He gains 7% on the whole. What is the quantity sold at 10% profit and 5% loss? So in this question they are telling that a trader has 50 kg of rice, a part of which he sells at 10% profit and the remaining he sells at 5% loss. Okay, on the whole he gains 7%. So we need to find out the quantity sold at 10% profit and 5% loss. Okay, so this question we are doing by alligation method. Okay, so for that we need to consider the cost price in the first case as well as in the second case as 100. Okay, so let us take the cost price as 100. Okay, so for 10% profit, what will be the selling price when cost price is 100? Selling price will be equal to 100 plus 10, that is 110, that you write here. Okay, now for 5% loss, what will be the selling price? That will be 100 minus 5, that is 95, that you write here. Okay, so for the whole the profit percentage is 7. Okay, so when cost price is 100, what will be the selling price? That will be 100 plus 7, that is 107, that you write here in the middle. Okay, now we need to take the differences diagonally. So first we need to find out the difference between this both. Okay, so for that subtract this middle value from this first value, that is 110 minus 107, that will be equal to 3, that you write here. Okay, now you take the difference between this both. Okay, so for that subtract this value from this middle value, that is 107 minus 95, that will be equal to 12. Okay, now we need to take the ratio between this both, so that will be equal to 4:1. So this will be the ratio of the quantity. Okay, so the total quantity of rice is given as 50 kg. So we need to find out the sum of this ratio. So what will be the sum of ratios? That will be 4 plus 1, that is 5. Okay, so we can represent this 5 as this 50. So if we can represent this 5 as 50, what will be the value of 4? On finding this answer, we will get the quantity of the rice sold at 10% profit. Okay, so here this 5 into 10 is 50. So here also if you multiply this 4 by 10, you will get this answer. Okay, so 4 into 10 is 40. So the quantity sold at 10% profit will be 40 kg. Okay, so similarly we can find out the quantity sold at 5% loss. So for that we need to find out what is the value of this 1. Okay, so since this 5 into 10 is 50, here also if you multiply this 1 by 10, you will get this value. Okay, so this will be equal to 1 into 10, that is 10 kg. So the quantity sold at 5% loss is 10 kg. Okay, so these are the answers. So you can find out this ratio with the help of this loss and profit percentage itself. No need of finding this selling price. Okay, so let us see how to find out the answer with the help of this loss and profit percentage by alligation method. Okay, so for that in the first case it is profit percentage and that is given as 10, that you write here. Okay, then in the second case it is loss and that percentage is given as 5, that you write here. Okay, so whenever loss comes we need to consider a negative sign here. Okay, now as a whole it is profit and that percentage is given as 7, that you write here in the middle. Okay, now we need to take the differences diagonally. So first we need to take the difference between this both, that is 10 minus 7, that is 3, that you write here. Okay, now we need to take the difference between this both. Okay, so for that subtract this value from the middle value, that is 7 minus of minus 5, that is 7 plus 5, that will be equal to 12. Okay, that you write here. Okay, now take the ratio, that will be equal to 4:1. Okay, so this will be the ratio of the quantity. Okay, now you can do this same procedure in order to find out the quantity sold at 10% profit and 5% loss. Okay, so with the help of this loss and profit percentage itself, we can find out this ratio. The next question is, a man has 60 pence, he sells some at a profit of 12% and rest at 8% loss. On the whole, he gets a profit of 11%. How many pence were sold at 12% profit? So in this question, they are telling that a man has 60 pence and he sold some at a profit of 12% and the remaining at a loss of 8%. Okay. On the whole, he gets a profit of 11%. So we need to find out the number of pence which were sold at 12% profit. Okay, so this question is similar to that of the previous question. So here also we are doing alligation method. Okay, so we are doing it with the profit and loss percentage. Okay, so in the first case the profit is 12%, so that we need to write here. In the second case it is loss and that loss percentage is 8. Okay, so here we need to write minus 8. Okay, so as a whole he got a profit of 11%. So that we need to write here in the middle. Okay, then we need to take the differences diagonally. That is 12 minus 11. That is 1. Okay, that you need to write here. Then we need to take the difference between this both. Okay, so for that subtract this value from this middle value. Okay, that is 11 minus of minus 8. That is 11 plus 8. Okay, so that will be equal to 19. That you write here. Okay, so this will be the ratio. Okay, so the total number of pence is given as 60. Okay, so what will be the sum of the ratios? That will be 19 plus 1, that is 20. Okay, so we can represent this 20 as this 60. Okay, then what will be the value of this 19? On finding this value, we will get the number of pence which were sold at 12%. Okay, so here 20 into 3 is 60. Okay, so if you multiply this 19 also by 3, you will get this value. Okay, so this is equal to 19 into 3, that is equal to 57. Okay, so 57 pence were sold at a profit of 12%. So this is the answer. The next question is, a man buys 2 horses for rupees 1350 and sells one at 6% loss and other at 7.5% gain. And on the whole, he neither gains nor loses. What does each horse cost? So in this question, they are telling that a man buys 2 horses and he sells one at a loss of 6% and another at a gain of 7.5%. Okay. On the whole, he neither gains nor loses. So we need to find out the cost of each horse. Okay. So this question also we are doing by alligation method. Okay. So let us consider the profit part first. Okay. So the profit percentage is 7.5, that we need to write here. Then the loss percentage is 6. So here we need to write minus 6. Okay. So on the whole, he neither gains nor loses. So we need to take the percentage as 0. Okay. Now we need to do the subtraction. Okay. So 7.5 minus 0 is 7.5 and 0 minus of minus 6 is 6. Okay. So you need to do the subtraction in such a way that you get a positive value here after the subtraction. Okay. Now let us take the ratio of this both. Okay. So first let us avoid the decimal part. Okay. So for that multiply this both by 10. Now take the ratio. So this will be equal to 4:5. Okay. So the total cost of the horses is given as 1350. So we need to find out the sum of the ratios. So what will be the sum of the ratios? That will be 4 plus 5, that is 9. Okay. So we can write this 9 as 1350. Then what will be the value of 4? On finding this value, we will get the cost of one of the horses. Okay. So this we can find out by cross multiplying. Okay. So this will be equal to 1350 into 4 divided by this 9. Okay. So on solving this, you will get it as rupees 600. Okay. Similarly, you can find out the cost of the other horse by finding out the value of this 5. Okay. So here also you need to do cross multiplication. That is 1350 into 5 divided by this 9. Okay. So on solving this, you will get it as rupees 750. So these are the cost of horses. The next question is, a man purchased a horse and a cow for rupees 5000. He sells the horse at 20% profit and the cow at 10% loss. If he gains 2% on the whole, the cost price of the horse is. Okay, so in this question they have given the cost price of the horse and cow as rupees 5000. He sold horse at 20% profit and the cow at 10% loss. Okay, and on the whole he gained 2%. So we need to find out the cost price of the horse. Okay, so this question also we need to do by allegation. So first let us write down the profit percentage, that is 20. Okay, the loss percentage is 10, so that we need to write it as minus 10. Okay, and on the whole he gains 2%, that we need to write here. Okay, now let us take the difference diagonally. So 20 minus 2 is 18, 2 minus of minus 10 is 12. Okay, now let us take the ratio. So the ratio will be 2:3. Okay, so the total cost of the horse and cow is given as 5000. So we need to find out the sum of the ratios, that will be 2 plus 3, that is 5. Okay, so we can write this 5 as 5000. So we need to find out the cost price of the horse. Okay, so horse was sold at 20% profit. So we need to find out what is the value of this 2. Okay, so if 5 can be written as 5000, how can we write this 2? So this we can find out by cross multiplying, or see 5 into 1000 is 5000. Okay, so here also if you multiply this 2 by 1000, you will get the answer. So this will be equal to rupees 2000. Okay, so this is the cost of the horse. The next question is, a man pays rupees 52 per liter of milk. He adds water and sells the mixture at rupees 48 per liter and makes 20% profit. The proportion of milk to water received by the customer is. So in this question they have given the cost price of the milk of a man. Okay, then they are telling that the man adds water and sells the mixture at rupees 48 per liter and makes a profit of 20%. So we need to find out the ratio of milk to water received by the customer. Okay, so this question also we need to do by alligation method. Okay, so first we need to write M for milk and W for water. Then below this we need to write down the cost price of milk and water. The cost price of milk is given as 52, that we need to write down here. Okay, and the cost price of water is not given, so we need to take it as 0. Okay, so here we need to write down the cost price of the mixture, but the cost price of the mixture is not given in the question, but they have given the selling price of the mixture and the profit percentage. Okay, so from this we need to find out the cost price of the mixture. Okay, so profit percentage is 20, which means if the cost price is 100, selling price will be equal to 100 plus 20, that is 120. Okay, but the selling price is given as 48, then what will be the cost price? This we can find out by cross multiplying, that is 100 into 48 divided by 120. On solving this you will get it as 40. Okay, so this is the cost price of the mixture, that we need to write down here. Okay, now we need to take the difference diagonally. So 52 minus 40 is 12 and 40 minus 0 is 40. Okay, now we need to take the ratio. So this will be equal to 10:3. Okay, so the ratio of milk to water is 10:3. So 10:3 is the answer. The next question is, Anil purchased 30 kg of rice at the rate of rupees 17.5 per kg and another 30 kg of rice at a certain rate. He mixed the two and sold the entire quantity at rupees 18.6 per kg and made 20% overall profit. At what price per kg did he purchase the lot of another 30 kg rice? So in this question they are telling that Anil purchased two types of rices of equal quantity. Okay, and he mixed the both and sold them at a price of 18.6 per kg and made a profit of 20%. Okay, so in the question they have given the cost price of the first type of rice. So we need to find out the cost price of the second type of rice. Okay, so this question we are doing by alligation method. Okay, so let us write the cost price of the first type of rice as 17.5 here. Okay, see, whenever we are doing alligation method we can neglect the decimal point. Okay, so let us write the cost price of the first type as 175. Okay, and the cost price of the second type we need to find out. So let us assume the cost price of the second type as X. Okay, so here in the middle we need to write the cost price of the mixture, but the cost price of the mixture is not given in the question, but the selling price of the mixture and the profit percentage is given. Okay, so the profit percentage is 20, which means if cost price is 100, selling price will be equal to 100 plus 20, that is 120. But the selling price is given as 18.6. Okay, so here also let us avoid the decimal point. So let us write it as 186. Okay, so what will be the cost price? This we can find out by cross multiplying. That is 100 into 186 divided by 120. On solving this, you will get it as 155. Okay, so this is the cost price of the mixture. That let us write it here. Okay. Now let us find out the difference diagonally. Okay, so 175 minus 155 is equal to 20. Okay, so this will be 155 minus x. So that let us write here. Okay, so the ratio is 155 minus x is to 20. Okay, so this is the ratio of the quantity. Okay, so in the initial case, the quantity is 30 kg. Okay, and in the second case, the quantity is 30 kg. So what is the ratio? That is 1:1. Okay, so this ratio is equal to 1:1, which means 155 minus x by 20 is equal to 1/1, or we can write this as 155 minus x is equal to 20. So from this, x value will be equal to 135. Okay, so this will be the cost of the rice of another lot. Okay, but we have neglected the decimal point, so here we need to consider the decimal point. So 13.5 rupees 13.5 is the cost of the another lot of 30 kg rice. So this is the answer. The next question is, a person bought 20 kg of rice at the rate of rupees 15.5 per kg and 60 kg at the rate of rupees 17.5 per kg. After mixing them, at what rate should he sell it to gain 25% profit? So in this question, they are telling that a person bought two types of rice of different quantity. Okay, then they have also given the cost price of both the types of rice. After mixing them, he sold them at a profit of 25%. Okay, so we need to find out the selling price of the mixture. Okay, so this question also we are doing by alligation method. So first let us write the cost price of the first type of rice. So here also we are neglecting the decimal point, so let us write it as 155. Okay, then here let us write the cost price of the another type of rice, that is 17.5. so after neglecting the decimal point, we can write it as 175. Okay, so the cost price of the mixture is not given, and the selling price of the mixture we need to find out. So let us consider the cost price of the mixture as x. Okay, so then take the differences diagonally. Okay, so this will be equal to 155 minus x, and this will be equal to x minus 175. Okay, so the ratio of the quantity is x minus 175 is to 155 minus x. Okay, so the quantity in the first case is given as 20 kg and the quantity of the second type is given as 60 kg. Okay, so we can equate this ratio to this ratio of quantities. Okay, so x minus 175 by 155 minus x is equal to the ratio of the quantities, that is 20 by 60, that is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so on solving this equation, we will get the x value as 170. Okay, so this is the cost price of the mixture. Okay, so don't forget to consider the decimal point which we have neglected here. So what will be the cost price? Cost price will be equal to rupees 17. Okay, now we need to find out the selling price of the mixture, where the profit percentage is given. So the profit percentage is 25. So if the cost price is 100, what will be the selling price? That will be 100 plus 25, that is 125. Okay, and the cost price of the mixture we found it as 17. So if the cost price is 17, what will be the selling price? So this we can find out by cross multiplying. Okay, so the selling price of the mixture will be equal to 17 into 125 divided by this 100. Okay. So on solving this, you will get the answer as rupees 21.25. So this is the selling price of the mixture. The next question is, if goods be purchased at rupees 450 and one third is sold at a loss of 10%, what percentage of profit should be taken on the remainder so as to gain 20% on the whole? So in this question they are telling that some goods are purchased at rupees 450. One third of it is sold at a loss of 10% and the remainder at some profit. Okay. So we need to find out the profit percentage on the remainder when the profit percentage on the whole is 20%. Okay. So this question also we are doing by alligation method and we are doing it with the profit and loss percentage itself. Okay. So first let us consider the profit part, and that profit percentage we need to find out. So let us consider the profit percentage as X. Okay. And the loss percentage is given as 10. So let us consider this as minus 10. Okay. So in the middle we need to write down the profit percentage on the whole, that is 20. Okay. Now let us take the differences diagonally. So this will be equal to X minus 20. Okay. And the difference between this both will be 20 minus of minus 10, that is 30. Okay. So this is the ratio of the quantities sold at profit and loss. So this is equal to 30 by X minus 20. Okay. So in the question it is given that one third of the quantity is sold at loss. Okay. And the remainder is sold at a profit. Okay. If one third of the quantity is sold at loss, what will be the quantity sold at profit? That will be 1 minus of 1 by 3. That will be equal to 2 by 3. Okay. Then what will be the ratio of the quantity sold at profit and loss? That will be 2 by 3 by 1 by 3. That will be equal to 2 by 1. Okay. So we can equate this quantity ratio to this quantity ratio. So this will be equal to 2 by 1. Okay. Now solving this equation, we will get the value of X. Okay. So 30 is equal to 2x minus 40. On solving this, we will get the X value as 35. Okay. So 35% is the profit which he got on the remainder. So here finishes the sixth part of profit and loss. There are 4 more parts based on this topic. I'll be back with some other important problems in the next part. If you felt this video helpful, like it, share it and subscribe it. Also press the bell button so that you get the notification when I'm uploading new videos. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.